high of 3 degrees at Pearson, and it's still very sunny out there. That sunshine will continue this afternoon. I know it's been a rare sight through all of January, but we're going to have it with us for several days. Clear skies tonight, light winds down to -5, and then tomorrow mainly sunny and a bit warmer with a high of 5. As I mentioned, 3 degrees right now at Pearson, 2 downtown, on the way to a guaranteed high of +3.
City News time 2:04.
A big weekend for hockey fans from around the world with the NHL All-Star Weekend in full swing, and it's all taking place right here in the 6.
City Zach Bodenstein is following the action-packed event and joins us from Scotiabank Arena.
Well, make no mistake, Team Matthews is going to get most of the crowd support here, but not everybody's a Leafs fan here, and not everybody is from Toronto. Are you from Toronto?
Nope, negative. I'm from Sudbury, 4 hours from Toronto.
So how you finding the city so far this weekend?
It's beautiful. Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah, that Connor McDavid guy's pretty good. He won the skills competition at $1 million US yesterday. I got to speak to San Jose Sharks forward Tomas Hertl, and it gives me a chance to get inside his mind and see how he likes to mentor younger players. Used to be every night.
First year is just fun, and just keep enjoying it. Get play how you do. Don't look at the points, everything around, because that will come. Just be yourself.
It's the first time the game is here since 2000 at Scotiabank Arena. Zach Bodenstein, City News. All-Star Weekend continues in the city with the marquee event on festivities set for this afternoon and $1 million on the line. 680's Rajesh Dave has more.
The 14th 3-on-3 competition kicks off this afternoon, and like yesterday's skills competition, is offering up a $1 million prize. It'll be Team McDavid and Team McKinnon beginning the show with Leon Draisaitl, Connor Hellebuck, and David Pastrnak up against Sidney Crosby, Cale Makar, and Sebastian Aho. Crosby says players are really going to go for it.
The teams look really good. It'll be fun. I think it's going to get really competitive, so I'm looking forward to it.
The winner of that one gets the winner of Team Matthews and Team Hughes as William Nylander, Matthews, and Morgan Riley take on Nikita Kucherov and a trio of Canucks. You can catch it all on Sportsnet starting at 3 o'clock. Rajesh Dave, City News.
City News time 2:06. The Rogers NHL All-Star Game at Scotiabank Arena comes with lots of buzz, but also road closures. With buses ferrying players and staff to and from hotels, drivers can expect lane restrictions and rolling closures on King Street, east of Victoria, and fronts between John and Bay. You'll also encounter off and on road closures on Wellington between Simcoe and Church, along with Adelaide on either side of Bay. The area near Scotiabank Arena will also be busy with closures planned on Bremner from Reese to York. People going to the game are asked to take public transit.
City News time 2:06. If there's a little pep in your step today, it could be the fact that we're finally seeing some sunshine. We also have a guaranteed high of 3 degrees, and as we hear from 680 weather specialist Alistair Alders, the sunny skies will continue for a few more days.
A lot of sunshine really through the middle of next week, and that's also going to keep our temperatures well above normal. We should be near -2 for daytime highs this time of year, and really high temperatures over the next few days will be in the range of 3 to as warm as 5 degrees.
Reminder, with up and down winter weather, be sure to enter our weather guarantee contest. The jackpot is up to $31,300. You can enter anytime at toronto.citynews.ca/contest.
City News time 2:07. As crews work since the beginning of the year. Over 22,000 potholes have already been fixed.
This is City News 680. Investigators are working to identify a man wanted in an ongoing suspected fraud investigation. Toronto police say since November 2023, the suspect has allegedly been attending apartment buildings in the downtown core and falsely claiming to be canvassing for a Sick Kids Foundation charity and collecting cash donations on their behalf. The man allegedly wears clothing and a fake badge. His photo is posted on our website, toronto.citynews.ca.
City News time 2:08. Police are investigating in North York after a man was struck and critically injured by a driver near Finch and Willowdale. Officers were called to the intersection around 8:30 this morning. It's not clear what led up to the incident. The driver stayed at the scene. Roads are closed in the area for the investigation.
A controversial issue will be debated further by the York Catholic School Board this week. Whether or not to ban the pride flag will be discussed by a board committee on Wednesday after the board decided not to vote on it at its meeting last week. The issue came up last May when the board rejected a motion from students to fly the pride flag in June. The current motion to ban the flag on school property comes from former board chair and current trustee Frank Alexander. Still to come on City News 680, we'll take a look at your gas price update.
City News time 2:09.
This is City News 680.
For all your little wins, TSC is there, helping you rise, shine, and feel your absolute best. With exciting offers every day. Make healthier choices simple and mix up your routine with up to 40% off today's showstopper offers. Discover daily savings on top brands that pump you up to reach your goals and set new ones. Shop exciting offers every day at tsc.ca.
Now the City News gas price update. Empro predicts the price will drop 1 cent at midnight to $1.43.9 a liter at most GTA stations. Coming up next, we'll take a look at your drive and forecast. City News time 2:10.
Did you know that if you're 60 or older, RSV can be serious for you? Help protect yourself with Arexvy, Canada's first RSV vaccine. Ask your healthcare provider about Arexvy. Arexvy is a vaccine that helps to protect adults 60 years of age and older from lower lung disease caused by respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. 100% protection cannot be guaranteed. Adverse events may occur. Learn more at arexvy.ca.
It's a trip to the pharmacy for a quick assessment. It's meeting your new family doctor and feeling at ease. It's the more than 80,000 nurses and 10,000 doctors part of 2018. It's care when and where you need it. The only way is more connecting to care at ontario.ca/yourhealth. Paid for by the Government of Ontario.
Time for traffic and weather together on the lines. Here's Maria Pardo.
This report is brought to you by Sportsnet. A new problem on the eastbound 401 just east of the 427. A center lane is now blocked with a crash. It looks like a tow is now on scene and it's starting to slow down your drive. Approaching the 427 in the express. And then beyond that, more volume as you approach Kipling to approaching the 400 alternating express and collectors. And from Young to Leslie, alternating express and collectors. On the southbound 404 DVP, it slows south of Finch to south of Lawrence. And we did have a problem approaching Gerard. That has now cleared, but I'm still seeing a backer from just south of Don Mills. If you're heading southbound on the 400 as you approach the westbound 401 ramp, the left lane and the right shoulder remain blocked with a crash. A tow is on scene. It's slow from Shepherd down to approaching the westbound 401 ramp. If you're heading northbound on the DVP, delays from north of Don Mills to York Mills, and the ramp to westbound Lawrence remains closed. On the westbound 401, volume as you approach the 412 to approaching Salem, through Kennedy in the Express, from Leslie to approaching Avenue, alternating express and collectors, and from the 400 express and collectors to Dixon. If you're heading out of the city on the westbound Gardner, first it's slow from Bathurst to west of Strawn, and it looks like crews are back to do their pothole blitz on the westbound Gardner. They're right now at the Humber Bay Bridge in the right lane, and it starts to get a little slow through that stretch, not looking too bad just yet. On the westbound QEW, expect delays as you approach Appleby to west of Golf Line, and eastbound QEW delays through Royal Windsor, east of Erin Mills to Dixie, and on the eastbound Gardner, still seeing those delays from the 427 to Bardside, and then bunches up from Strawn onto the Spadina ramp. On the southbound 427, it's busy south of Dundas in the Express to the Gardner ramp, and on City Street, if you're heading westbound on Shepherd at McGalen Road, just as you approach Jane, all lanes are closed for a crash. Watch UFC, Fight Night, pay-per-view, pre-mills, and more on Sportsnet or stream on Sportsnet Plus. Plans start at $19.99 a month. Pay-per-view sold separately. And now with the forecast, here's Alistair Alders. City News time 2:13.
High save 3, and they have reached that at Pearson. Tonight, cold -5, clear skies, light winds around, so really not much of a wind chill factor. And then tomorrow, even warmer, 5 degrees the high with mainly sunny skies. Touch cooler on Monday, but really not that much. 4 degrees on Monday with a mix of sun and cloud. It is 3 degrees at Pearson, 2 degrees downtown, and the guaranteed high today is 3.
City News time at 12:14. Still to come on City News 680. We'll take a look at your tops, headlines, and sports.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important news bulletin. Desjardins Insurance was spotted downtown helping everyone in its path. Unpredictable weather, fallen tree branches, wayward baseballs flying towards second-story windows. Desjardins Insurance is helping Canadians through it all. Is there nothing this large and friendly ally won't do for neighbors in need? Never before have we seen insurance with a heart so big it shows.
Desjardins Insurance, home and auto. Learn more at desjardins.com/heart.
From the executive producers of Band of Brothers and the Pacific,
We came from every corner of the country to bring the war to Hitler's doorstep.
starring Academy Award nominee Austin Butler, Calvin Turner, and Anthony Ford.
You'll be in charge of 350 air crewmen, boys who have yet to experience combat. Let's rack them up and down. So when you think the odds are, I'm gonna bet on anything. I'm gonna bet on us.
Masters of the Air, now streaming on Apple TV Plus. Subscription required for Apple TV Plus.
Toronto's news. Now, this is City News 680. Everywhere. It's 2 degrees. Feels like -1. Clear, sunny skies in downtown Toronto. Good afternoon. I'm Mike Davey. Here are the top stories this hour. The NHL All-Star Weekend continues today with the big game happening at 3 o'clock. Fans planning to participate in the festivities are being encouraged to use public transit with thousands more people expected at the downtown bar. And the city is doing their first pothole blitz of the year, taking advantage of the milder weather. They're being advised to give crews extra space and expect some traffic delays. City News time at 2:15. Number 590 the fan. Here's Mike Leach.
Mike, the NHL All-Star is going to be turning up the heat in Toronto today with the showcase event of the weekend, the 3-on-3 tournament gets going at Scotiabank Arena with Team McKinnon skating with Team McDavid. Now, Leafs fans definitely going to be paying attention to the second game of the day. Team Matthews takes on Team Hughes. But not a shock that Austin Matthews packed his team with blue and white content. Morgan Riley, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander taking on Team Hughes, which is also, not surprisingly, full of Vancouver Canucks. The 3-on-3 tournament gets going at 3 on Sportsnet. Other hockey happenings, the Marlies on the road in Utica this afternoon. They skate with the Comets at 5. PWHL Toronto with a 4-1 lead at home over league leaders Minnesota. They are playing with 5 minutes to go in the third period. Lacrosse, the Toronto Rock out west to Do-Si-Do with the Calgary Roughnecks at 9. Tennis in Montreal. Canada taking a 2-0 lead into today's action against South Korea. A win in one of the 3 remaining matches, and Canada will be on to the next round. Soccer in the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich bounces Gladbach 3-1. But Canadian Alphonso Davies picking up a knee injury. He had to leave in the 85th minute. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca. When you give blood or plasma through Canadian Blood Services, you're not just helping someone, you're helping someone be there for their family, give back to their community, inspire a movement, maybe even change the world. Because when you donate blood or plasma through Canadian Blood Services, you don't just help save lives, you change so many more. You don't just make a difference, you make all the difference. Join Canada's Lifeline and book now at blood.ca.
CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music.
CHFI, Secret Voices.
The life-changing game that pays off problems. Changing life.
It's all 5 famous voices in the right order saying
CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music.
And wipe away all your troubles.
Play CHFI, Secret Voices, weekday mornings at 7, 8, and 11.
And afternoons at 1 and 4.
Go to CHFI.com for every wrong guess.
And good luck.
City News time at 2:18. One driver is dead following a 3-vehicle crash on the westbound 401 in Whitby. Provincial police say it happened around at 12:30 this morning near Dixon Road. Another driver was sent to hospital with minor injuries. It's not clear what caused the crash. Anyone with dash cam footage They're not quite sure why. Cleanup is underway, and the Ministry of Natural Resources and the Canadian Wildlife Health Cooperative will be testing the birds to see what happened. In the U.S., the road to re-election continues today for President Joe Biden in South Carolina with today's Democratic primary.
Since President Biden faces only token opposition, what's most important for the campaign is the level of support he receives from black voters. Both he and Vice President Kamala Harris have been visiting in the lead-up to the primary and have promised to keep advocating for the interests of the black community. The former president has stoked the fires of hate and bigotry and racism and xenophobia for his own power and political gain. Biden will need to find ways to energize black voters in the key swing states of Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, as his support from that group has plummeted since his first year in office. I'm Julie Walker.
Still to come on City News 680, Maria Pardo will update you on your drive, including a collision on the southbound 400. And then Alistair Alders will have your extended forecast. City News time, 2:20.
Sitting at home wondering how to save money? Why not start with your windows and doors? Ecotech Windows and Doors offers cutting-edge EcoSmart technology in its latest product line, meeting Energy Star compliance for substantial savings on your energy bill. Right now, weekly the tax, or don't pay till 2025. Plus, enjoy up to 50% off on your new windows and doors. Now that's smart thinking. See more at ecotechwindows.ca.
Want exactly what you're craving for only $5.79 plus tax? Then you'll love McDonald's new McPickle combo. Enjoy a tasty junior chicken or a delicious McDouble with small fries and a small fountain drink for only $5.79 plus tax. Only at McDonald's in Canada. Prices exclude delivery. Walmart is the #1 place to save on groceries. Right now, you can save $1.90 per pound on 100% Canadian, your fresh market lean ground beef. Get it today for only $3.87 per pound at Walmart.
City News time 2:21. Time for traffic and weather together on the lines. Here's Maria Pardo.
This report is brought to you by TNC. If you're heading southbound on the 400 as you approach the westbound 401 ramp, the left lane remains blocked for the crash. It's also the right shoulder that's blocked as a result. Very narrow shoulders are partially blocking the right lane. Just be careful through that stretch. You can expect delays for approaching Shepherd down to the 401 ramp. If you're heading eastbound on the 401, we did have a problem east of the 427, and that has now cleared, but still slow from approaching the 427 in the Express, and then delays as you approach Islington to approaching the 400, alternating Express and Collectors, and from Young to Leslie, alternating Express and Collectors. Westbound 401 volume as you approach the 412 to approaching Salem, they're connecting the Express and Leslie to approaching Askew, alternating Express and Collectors, and from the 400 Express and Collectors to Dixon. On the northbound DVP, seeing delays north of Don Mills to York Mills, and the ramp to westbound Lawrence still closed. It was supposed to reopen at 1, but that's not the case. It's still closed, so plan accordingly. If you're heading southbound on the 404 DVP, seeing it slow from south of Finch to south of Lawrence, and on and off slowdowns as you approach Don Mills to approaching the Gardner, just hasn't fully recovered from earlier problems. On the westbound Gardner, that's slow from Bathurst to west of Jameson, and it looks like long-haul crews are now at Islington in the Collectors are blocking the right lane, so a bit of a slowdown through that stretch, not looking too bad. Westbound QEW is slowed down from Walkers to west of Beltline, and you'll find it busy on the eastbound QEW from through Royal Windsor, and as you approach Mississauga Road to Dixie. If you're heading into the city on the eastbound Gardner, still slow from the 427 to Parkside, and as you approach Jameson onto the Jarvis ramp, and on the southbound 427, things are looking a lot better, but on city streets, keep in mind that westbound Shepherd at Madeline, that's just as you approach Jane, all lanes are closed for a crash. Give your hair a boost with a tweaked super side hair revitalizing mist duo at TSC. Shop and save over 50% today, only at tsc.ca. Exciting offers every day. And now with your forecast, here's Alistair Alders.
Well, if you're a fan of the sunshine and the warmer than normal temperatures, I have good news. Really, in the next 3 to 5 days, there's going to be lots of it. So, making up for all the rain weather we had in January, but we have sunshine out there today. Temperatures are in the low to mid single digits. Really not too bad. Winds are light. We'll fall to -5 overnight tonight, and then 5 degrees on the plus side tomorrow with mainly sunny skies. A mix of sun and cloud Tuesday, mainly sunny, with a high of 2 degrees. But really, fair weather continues through Wednesday, Thursday, perhaps Friday is when we start to see some wet weather return to the forecast. Heading out right now, it is 3 degrees at Pearson, 2 downtown, on the way to a guaranteed high. We're already there, +3.
Still to come on City News 680. NHL All-Star Weekend continues at Scotiabank Arena. Lots of road closures in the downtown core because of the event. There's also going to be delays because the city is doing their first pothole blitz of the year. City News, time 2:24. Start your next project the right way. Come to the Home and Backyard Show presented by Remax. On now until Sunday at the International Center. Parking is free. Connect with over 200 vendors and experts in steam-like homes. Try out tools in the DIY Center. And check out the fun pool. Sip and sample drinks in the backyard bar and more. It all happens at the Home and Backyard Show. On now until Sunday. For tickets and info, visit homeandbackyardshow.com.
Your world is always changing.
City News is here for you.
Sign up to the City News 680. Be the first to know newsletter. Brought to you by Diamond and Diamond Lawyers.
Top 5 stories and latest weather forecasts delivered to your inbox twice daily.
Subscribe now and always be the first to know.
Toronto.citynews.ca/newsletters.
If getting out in the sunshine doesn't interest you, our James Mackin has some suggestions on what to stream. Here's his must-watch.
You tried to murder us like 3 months ago.
The second season of the revival of Clone High is out now. This animated sitcom sees clones of historical figures like Joan of Arc, Gandhi, and JFK going to high school together. That's on Crave now. But if you're more in the mood for some espionage, real-life spies. Fargo is a new film directed by Matthew Vaughn about a spy author who discovers that her novels eerily predict the adventures of real spies. That's in cinemas now. With the must-watch, James Mackin, City News. Still to come on City News 680, we'll take a look at your weekend business reports. City News time at 2:26.
Search Kings announces Call Intelligence, the most important development in the history of Google advertising. Think of Call Intelligence as MRI technology for your business that sees clearly what aspects of your marketing are working, that evaluates, summarizes, and scores the profit potential of every incoming call, and actually trains Google to give you better leads. With Call Intelligence, you can stop guessing so you can plan and spend smarter. You want to stand out where your customers are online? Switch to Search Kings.
This is the sound of medicine. When you stay at a Ronald McDonald House, close to your sick child, family is medicine. And right now, it's helping Ryan battle leukemia. We need your help to keep families together. Please donate today at rmhc.ca.
I'm Chris McCusker. There's a shift going on with Canadian businesses from survival to growth in 2024. That's one takeaway from the 4th annual Future of Commerce report from Square. Kelly Keane is the founder at MoneyWise Workplaces.
100% of restaurateurs said that they are looking to expand this year. I think that's good news for those of us that have seen so many closures. But here's what they have to contend with. 77% of consumers are feeling uncertain about the economy and their finances. That is definitely no surprise. They're planning to cut back, so restaurants have to be more creative. They've got to keep, diners at their plates or orders coming in. And interestingly enough, in this report, 89% of restaurateurs said they're going to experiment with non-core offerings. So what does that mean? That's going to mean more meal kit events. And I was surprised that 19% of restaurants already have a revenue stream from products that are outside of their core offerings.
And that creativity means more artificial intelligence?
Yeah, and I find it interesting, too, that 60% of consumers are saying that they're supportive of local restaurants using AI tools. So what does that mean? I don't really think it means that, we're going to be interacting with robots, but 76% do want more interaction with things like kiosks. So we're definitely embracing that. For the actual restaurant, for example, it might mean food prep robots, voice ordering technology. For retailers, they're also using AI for predictive recommendations. And then a really important part of that, too, is 100% of restaurant owners are thinking that AI and automation can really help with staffing challenges.
Kelly Keene is the founder at MoneyWise Workplaces. And at the Business Center, I'm Chris McCusker.
If I told you there are as many as 2,000 homeless youth in our city each night, would you care?
What if I told you most of them have suffered from abuse and neglect? Then would you care? What if I told you many feel safer on the street than they do at home? Now do you care? What if I told you you really need your help?
How young do they need to be before you care? Donate $8 a month to Covenant House Toronto and provide homeless kids with a warm bed, hot meal, and a better future. Visit covenanthoustoronto.ca to donate.
Ryan is going to take a bite of this Subway 6-inch cold cup and just run full of smoke.
Classic, some soft bread, the Canadian cheddar cheese, the layers of coconuts, and the
This ones that is only cost $4.99.
What? $4.99? Wow! I'm gonna tell the people.
Right now, experience a Subway 6-inch Thursday ham and cold cup combo sandwich for just $4.99. Only at Subway. Price and participation may vary. Extras, taxes, and delivery additional. Expires April 8th.
City News Time 2:30. Toronto's number one for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 680 everywhere.
It is Saturday, February 3rd. Good afternoon. I'm Jen Rival.
And I'm Mike Davey. Here's what's making news this hour.
Players tell me they're having fun. Thousands of fans down here at Scotiabank Arena. It's the NHL All-Star Game. I'll bring you everything you need to know.
The Flyers made it ahead. The All-Star weekend is also bringing along road closures and lines.
It's the first possible airline of the year. City crews are out on the roads working to fill those holes and cracks until 6 p.m.
The NHL All-Star Weekend wraps up at Scotiabank Arena with the Showcase 3-on-3 tournament. And Canada in action today at the Davis Cup. Sports at 45.
And coming up in business, George Brown College in Toronto is celebrating its 20-year partnership with Italy's Alma School of Culinary Arts. And as part of the festivities, they brought in a Michelin star chef from Italy.
City News Time 2:39.
Traffic and weather together on the one.
This report is brought to you by Abbott Home Care. On the southbound 400 as you approach the westbound 401 ramp, the two right lanes are now blocked with this crash. There's only two right lanes through that stretch, so it looks like drivers are using the ramps onto the eastbound 401, and they just merge onto there, so just keep that in mind. It is causing a slowdown, a heavy slowdown from approaching Shepherd. Now on the eastbound 401 east of Dixie, the Express, there's a stalled vehicle off to the right shoulder. MTO crews are on scene, and in the collector lanes, there's a police cruiser in the left shoulder. So a bit of a slowdown just east of Dixie, both Express and collectors as a result, but not looking too bad. And then beyond that, it gets slow east of the 427 to Dixon. As you approach Islington to approaching the 400, alternating Express and collectors, and from Yonge to Leslie, alternating Express and collectors. Now on the westbound Gardner, it's slow from Bathurst to west of Jameson. And last I checked, crews were at Islington in the collectors. They were blocking the right lane for this pothole blitz. I've just lost sight of them. Actually, no, there they go. They're just west of Islington in the collectors, still blocking the right lane and not slowing down your drive from Park Lawn. On the westbound 401, delays continue from the 412 to approaching Salem, through Kennedy and the Express to Victoria Park collectors, and from Leslie to approaching Avenue, alternating Express and collectors, and then more delays from the 400 Express and collectors to Dixon. And just taking a look at the eastbound 2AW Gardner combo, that's slow as you approach Mississauga Road to Dixie, east of the 427 to Parkside, and as you approach Jameson to the Jarvis ramp. Home care services don't need to be expensive. The Abbott Home Care app allows you to browse a network of caregivers suited to your budgets and needs. Download today or visit abbotthomecare.com. And now with your forecast, here's Alistair Waters.
So get outside and enjoy really anything because
looking even warmer, 5 degrees for the high with mainly sunny skies. It is 3 degrees up here, some 2 downtown. The guaranteed high today, 3 degrees.
City News on 2:34.
NHL All-Star Weekend continues today with the best players in the league hitting the ice at Scotiabank Arena in just about half an hour.
City's Zach Bodenstein is there catching up with fans and players. I'm seeing jerseys ranging from Matthews and Marner to McDavid and Draisaitl, including this guy, Chris Sudbury, who's excited to watch the best player in the world.
They're pretty excited to see Mr. McDavid. He's, the stuff he's doing out there is bar none, and it just doesn't get better than that.
Now, I was also able to catch up with some of the players, including Seattle Kraken forward Oliver Bjorkstrand, and he was supposed to go to San Diego until he was named an All-Star. I asked him about that.
No, we'll see next year's February. We'll see. Not really got to go in there this summer, but yeah, maybe we'll try next year. I don't know.
The vibes are electric here in Toronto at Scotiabank Arena. We'll bring you all the details coming up throughout the day. Zach Bodenstein, City News.
City News Talk 235. You'll want to give yourself extra time if you're driving in the downtown core. 6 City's Colette Desjardins explains why.
Yes, it's a beautiful day to head into the city for the big game, but several lane restrictions are in place. So pack your patience, give yourself lots of extra time. At Nathan Phillips Square, Queen is closed in the parking space for Beta Osgood, and the Bay Street parking space is closed south of Hagerman and north of Queen. And you'll find lane restrictions in place near Scotiabank Arena at different times today. Stay tuned for the latest traffic every 10 minutes on the ones with Maria Pardo. From the City News 680 Traffic Center, I'm Colette Desjardins.
City News on 2:35. It's finally a bright and sunny day in the GTA. 680 weather specialist Alistair Alder says it's going to last through the weekend, and it's also bringing milder temperatures with it. It's not until perhaps later Thursday or Friday that precipitation returns to the forecast. So this is going to serve up a lot of sunshine, really more than we've seen to start the month than we had in all of January. Today's City News guaranteed high is 3 degrees.
City News Time 236. Building now in downtown Toronto, a day-long pothole repair blitz is underway. City crews are spreading out across the city today to fill as many potholes as possible on local roads and expressways. They are set to work until 6 tonight. More than 22,000 potholes have been filled since January 1st. Staff says more work can be done because of the mild conditions, but because of the roller coaster weather, more potholes have developed. This is the first pothole repair blitz of the year.
A pedestrian has life-threatening injuries after they were struck by a vehicle. Toronto police were called to the area of Finch and Willowdale around 8:30 this morning. Officers say the driver involved remained at the scene. The intersection is closed for the ongoing police investigation.
City News Time 237. We could see